Hey guys, Chris here with Work to Game, and with E3 right around the corner, I wanted to sit down and just talk about everything we currently know about Destiny 2. Now we do know that the release date is September 8th, just one day before Destiny 1 released September 9th, 3 years ago. We also know that this time around it will not only be on Xbox and PlayStation, it will also be on PC, and that will be supported through the Battle.net servers. Now Battle.net relatively has a very long history of being stable with huge audiences, and anytime it gets criticized for going down, you have to think of just the sheer traffic that's going into it. So rather than create something new and different where it would have to slowly attach features as it got stronger and stronger, this is a very good thing. This is a wonderful use of their relationship with Blizzard. It gives us quite a bit of strength going in there, thinking about kind of its access to things like Warden. So as you start to look at trying to fight hacks and all of that, they're not going to be so much fighting with stability on chat servers and stuff, and can focus more on that kind of a lot of the concerns with going to PC as a platform. Now with that being so feature rich, that does allow us to actually take the time and focus on lore. One of the big complaints about Destiny the first time around was just a lack of lore. I don't really feel I know why I'm doing this. And people could dive in and understand this and pick these little tidbits, and you could go find websites on it, but it wasn't right there in your face. It wasn't right there in the game. So for people that cared a great deal about that, we got a lot more lore this time around. Now that we know the tower fell, it gives us a reason to fight. It gives us a reason for why everything got reset, and hopefully we're going to get a lot more of that kind of understanding of what exactly are we fighting against. And with a juicier, deeper narrative, we're able to dive deeper into classes. So we're starting to get a chance to see their abilities. Hopefully these classes will be more distinct from each other. And E3, I think, is going to give us a lot of insight into what exactly those classes look like and those abilities and how do they function with each other. We've gotten little glimpses, but nothing compared to actually getting our hands on them, not just a couple people relaying them back to us, but really diving in and what exactly are those abilities and what are they intended to do. And this is important because this is exciting to think that we could be arguing about which class we want to play at launch. And that brings us to the change in weapons. We have made a massive redraw to how weapons are categorized, and hopefully that'll lend a lot of balance to PvP. With the weapons being classified under kinetic, power, and energy instead of the old method, hopefully that will better balance exactly kind of what ammo is available in PvP, which is now going to hopefully be more exciting with the 4v4 instead of 6v6. Logically, a lot of the features that appeared in Destiny throughout its development will be there, so hopefully we'll have things like custom games at launch. We're already seeing that they're going to have a better UI and a better map, and that map is going to be very feature rich with things to go do. New types of activities, repeats of old types of activities, more worlds, the ability to jump from one activity to the other without going through orbit. So that means you can be out there in the world exploring it, diving into it, and spending more time shooting it and enjoying the game. In between, hey, my buddy's going to hop on in a minute and then we'll go to PvP. I don't need to wait for him in orbit. I'll just go do this. And when he hops on, he can join me for the wait time. And hopefully there isn't a wait time, but it's nice to know that if there is, I'm not spending it staring at a really pretty load screen. And so with all this additional content, the question is, how are single players going to be able to get through it? And they're talking about guided games, because one of the big complaints was that only about half of the population got to really dive into those Nightfall activities. So hopefully we'll get a little more of a glimpse with that, and that's all just gearing towards this whole more social aspect, which actually is why they brought in clans. So you're not doing anything off game, and then over here I'm going to meet people, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to play with them. Hopefully all of this will be more in-game now. And we're going to get a really good feel for this during the beta. There's supposed to be 2 beta events, a closed beta and an open beta. The open beta is going to be just the whole population trying to get people to go ahead and push that order button. And then the closed beta is for anybody that's pre-ordered. Last time the betas lasted about 10 days. So hopefully we'll see a very similar amount of time so that it's not like, oh man, I'm busy on those days, I'm not going to get a chance to dive in. It would be nice to really get to sink our teeth into this and get a feel for it, but we'll probably find all of those details out at E3. And at this point, we're starting to see Destiny do things like no longer really develop content patches for Destiny. You know, and they're not pulling support per se, for lack of a better term, but it's kind of like Diablo 2, the servers are still live, but all of their focus is on Diablo 3. So I think Bungie is confident in that September date, and I think that these are all good signs that they are charging forward and that all their resources are focused in what is new and what is moving forward and in making something really great for us that is hopefully ready to go on day one. So knowing that the title looks stable, knowing that it seems to have all of the pain points from the first one fixed, while all of the good things seem to be staying, what do you guys think? That's really all of the information that is truly confirmed as of this point, and really kind of trying to cut out a lot of the speculation. You know, we've gotten to see some glimpse of things, but those are all things that could be adjusted. Even giving those people a chance at the event where it was announced, a chance to play, there's still balancing going on. There's still changes going on. Abilities could still shift, numbers could still shift. So really focusing too much on gameplay or theory crafting at this point is a little aggressive. It's fun, but it is speculation. And so with E3 right around the corner, what are you hoping that they say? What are you hoping they don't say? And go ahead and start that conversation in the comments below. Brian and I love to hear from you, and we would absolutely love to hear just exactly what you're hoping Destiny 2 is. We're hoping it's going to be the game that I thought the first one would be. Our game night group dove in, and it just created this huge divide between the better first-person shooter players in our group and the ones who were a little newer to the genre, and the people who had time to put in lots of hours and the people who didn't. And it just kept creating these divides. And any game that does that really doesn't last long in our group, because what's most important to us is that that group of guys all feels like they can play. And yeah, there's like 10 or 12 of us, and it's rare that we're all there every week, and it's rare that we would all like one game. But the goal is to get as much of that group as happy as possible. And Destiny didn't do that. So I'm hoping Destiny 2 is a better fit for us. I'm looking forward to the betas. I'm looking forward to E3, and I can't wait to hear what you guys are thinking. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for watching. YouTube has a pretty cool video waiting for you over here. Our latest vlog is down below. For those of you new, subscribe is over here, and all of our other contact info is just right below me here. Thanks for watching.